Good morning, my honorable teacher. Myself, am Riobul Islam. The last three digits of my roll number is 159. Today, I will present an overview of the last monetary policy declared by Bangladesh Bank for July to December 2025, also known as S1 FY26. I will cover the summary, significant change, tools used, and suggested reforms. Next, we will look at introduction. The main goals of monetary policy are to ensure price stability, financial stability, and support growth. At the time of this policy, Bangladesh was facing high inflation, a weak banking system, and exchange rate pressure. Other issues including rising non-performing loans, tight liquidity, and global uncertainties. Let's continue with policy summary. Here we will see key challenges faced by Bangladesh Bank. The key challenges are persistently high inflation through declining gradually, depreciating exchange rate and pressure on foreign reserves, high non-performing loans and weak banking governance, tight liquidity and low private investment, political uncertainty and global tension, especially US tariff on Bangladesh exports. Let's continue with the other parts of the policy summary. We see in this policy, Bangladesh Bank keep at a tight stance to bring down inflation. Repo rate stayed at 10%, SLF at 11.5% and SDF at 8%. Inflation fell from above 11% to 8.5% with a target of around 6.5 to 7%. By the end of 2025, growth was weak at 3.97 in FY25, but the target for FY26 is 5.5%. Export grew 8.6%. Remittance hit record 30.3 billion and the percentage was 25.8%. Foreign reserve recovered to USD 26.7 billion from USD 21.7 billion. Now I want you to notice what comes next. Here are the significant changes between the last policy and the current one. SDF fell from 8.5 to 8% while the repo stayed at 10% in S2 FY25. Inflation at 11.6% in July 2024 but declined to 8.5% by June 2025. In S1 FY26, the target is to bring it down further to 6.5 to 7%. GDP growth slowed to 3.97% in FY25 compared to earlier projection of 4 to 5%. But the target for FY26 is 5.5%. Reserve import from 21.4 billion in S2 FY25 to 26.7 billion in S1 FY26. The balance of payment moved from a deficit to a surplus. Finally, Bangladesh shift from a crawling peg to a fully flexible exchange rate regime. Now, let's shift our focus to tools used by Bangladesh Bank. Bangladesh Bank used a mix of traditional and modern tools to our monetary policy. Quantitative tools like repo, CRR, and open market operation control liquidity and inflation. Quantitative tools focus on guiding credit towards priority sector and improving improving governance. Modern tools including assets quality reviews, the Bank Resolution Ordinance, risk-based supervision, IFRS 9 provisioning, and promotion of digital finance. Together, these tools help Bangladesh Bank balance price stability, growth, and financial stability. To move forward, Bangladesh need stronger reform. This include independent bank boards, strict rules on related party lending, and accountability for defaulters. Also, faster NPLs resolution, a flexible exchange rate, bond market development, and more financial inclusion are needed. Finally, let's look at our conclusion. Inflation is declining and reserves are improving, but challenges remain. Growth is expected to recover, and banking reforms are critical. Bangladesh Bank must carefully balance inflation, growth, and stability. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you.